You too, man. What it do? It's the boy Deb, man. We back in the trap and we whipping up another batch of hits, man. Today, we got the one and only Elvis Presley, man. How he spent his billions. We just watched the tour of Graceland. The dude had the private jet, custom made seats in the private jet, TVs in every room before people was putting TVs in the bathroom. Yeah. And don't forget the gold plated sinks. Yeah, y'all ain't seen the Graceland tour? Y'all on my channel, y'all need to go check it out. It's a playlist that say Elvis, and it's in that playlist. But hey, we finna sit back and see how Elvis Presley spent his millions, man.
Presley used to make as much as $1 million per performance, but his lavish lifestyle drained his fortune. And when he passed away, he was...
We gotta stop it, bro, already. Every show $1 million. No wonder my dudes wearing bedazzled jumpsuits every show. God, $1 million every show.
Estimated to be worth just $5 million. His music would make millions even after his passing, but while he was alive, Elvis was a notoriously big spender. He would rent amusement parks, book entire hotels, and he even bought a pet monkey. With a collection of 200 vehicles and one of the most famous homes in the world, Elvis's spending habits have become almost as iconic as his music. Here's everything.
My man had over 200 cars? But I heard he was giving the cars away. Y'all said he was giving cars and shit away, so I'm gonna let that slide. Man, 200 cars, you know, to wake up with that guy. Man.
That the king of rock and roll blew his cash on. Elvis Presley grew up in a low-income area in Memphis, Tennessee. But his talent would catapult him to fame, allowing him to buy one of the most iconic celebrity homes ever. This is Graceland. Located in Memphis, the 23-room mansion was purchased by Elvis for $102,500 in 1957, or more than $900,000 in today's money. Over the next few years, Presley updated the home and bought surrounding land for more than $500,000. His renovations included the pool room and the jungle room, filled with tiki furniture,
the jungle room, nice,
and a flagstone waterfall.
I love the jungle room, bro. That's how I want all this to look in the future, like the jungle room.
He also installed a pool, media room with 3 TVs, racquetball courts, and a meditation garden. While Elvis was originally buried in Memphis's Forest Hill Cemetery, his body was moved to this garden after some thieves tried to steal his coffin because someone was...
Y'all tried to steal Elvis? Yeah, dirty.
Offering $2 million for it. The 14-acre property has since been turned into a museum with a guest house. It's now worth around $55 million. The rejuvenation of the property is thanks to Elvis's ex-wife, Priscilla Presley. While upkeep of Graceland reduced the original $5 million left in Elvis's will to just over $1 million, Priscilla managed to grow Graceland into a successful tourist attraction and museum before
That was smart. His chick, his girlfriend or wife, she was smart as hell. She was like, don't sell this house. Now that house probably, man, she ain't gotta work no more in her life, bro. That house gonna give money to their great grandkids. That was a smart ass business move. Don't sell the house. Keep the house. Make it a museum.
Priscilla Presley. While upkeep of Graceland reduced the original $5 million left in Elvis's will to just over $1 million, Priscilla managed to grow Graceland into a successful tourist attraction and museum before passing it on to their daughter, Lisa Marie. It's now the second most visited home in the U.S. with 650,000 visitors per year, right behind the White House. The only floor never explored is the second one, where Elvis's master suite is located. It's also where his body was found, though it's reported that Nicolas Cage, who was married to Lisa Marie, got a private tour.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know my nigga was married to her. I don't know why you can't go to the second floor, y'all. Wouldn't y'all want to see where Elvis sleep at, put his head at? But I respect, we gonna keep it off boundaries. I don't want to see the whole house, bro. But I get the respect that that man died on the second floor. That's crazy, bro. YP my boy Elvis. But nigga Nicolas Cage got to see it. Why we can't see it?
Where Elvis's master suite is located. It's also where his body was found, though it's reported that Nicolas Cage, who was married to Lisa Marie, got a private tour. Elvis and Priscilla also had a few homes in California. In 1967, they bought this $400,000 Beverly Hills mansion on a street called Billionaires Row. The mansion has since been modernized and was recently listed for $30 million. Elvis's other opulent Los Angeles property is in Holmby Hills. It recently sold for $20 million and includes things like a koi fish pond and a traditional Japanese tea house. Elvis was also a huge car collector. During his lifetime, it's estimated he owned 200 different vehicles. He was even in the habit of buying cars and giving them to his friends and even random people on the street. The most famous of his many vehicles is his pink 1955 Cadillac Fleetwood Series 60, valued at more than $500,000 today. His favorite brand in general was Cadillac. He owned more than 100 of them.
Damn!
The Cadillac Eldorado he bought for $10,000 and a customized Cadillac Series 75 Fleetwood limousine for $100,000.
That man made General Motors happy. He got 100 cars and they are all Cadillacs, American made. If they is, I don't know. Don't judge me.
It featured gold-plated interior gadgets such as a phone, refrigerator, entertainment console with a 10-record automatic changer record player, a TV, and a tape deck. The exterior paint was made with pearl, diamond dust, and oriental fish scales, and the hubcaps, wheel covers, headlight rings, and front grille were gold-plated in 24-karat gold. He also owned 5 Stutz Blackhawks. The very first Blackhawk ever sold was purchased by Elvis in 1970 for $26,500. Other vehicles in his collection included a Mercedes 600 he bought for $15,500 that recently resold for almost $300,000.
Man, that's crazy!
He received as a wedding gift, but was later sold for $160,000.
Well, back in the day, it was all that depressive shit. I was about to say 15,000. It's crazy how the price increased, ain't it? Inflation. Cars used to be 15,000 back in the day. Now them bitches got there 100 grand, 65,000. Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad. We fumbling the ball.
Included a Mercedes 600 he bought for $15,500 that recently resold for almost $300,000. A Lincoln Executive limousine he received as a wedding gift but was later sold for $165,000 as a collectible. A $7,000 1962 Ford Thunderbird and a Rolls-Royce Phantom 5. 5 years after buying it, Elvis gave the Rolls-Royce away to be auctioned for charity and it was later sold for $300,000. Elvis also really loved his Continental Mark II, which ended up selling for $250,000. The rock star even has a tiny Messerschmitt KR200 that he bought on a crazy shopping spree in the mid-1950s. Today, the car sells for up to $85,000.
You know what? That little, let me take it back. That little car, I wouldn't mind owning. It's different.
Loved his Continental Mark II.
You would nobody would have this unless legendary billionaire.
Even has a tiny Messerschmitt KR200 that he bought on a crazy shopping spree in the mid-1950s. Today,
look at it. That's nice. I ride there, bro. Just ride to the grocery store.
Car sells for up to $85,000. Some of the final additions to his collection were a yellow De Tomaso Pantera he got in the early 70s. The car became famous because Elvis shot it several times when it refused to start. Today, these models resell for up to $300,000, depending on the condition. One of Elvis's cars that visitors can see at Graceland is his black Ferrari Dyno 308 GT4 that he purchased in 1975 for $24,000. And finally, the last car ever purchased by the singer was a two-tone 1977 Cadillac Seville. He reportedly purchased the car for $5,000, though it sold for more than $100,000 at auction shortly after his passing. Elvis also owned his own yacht. Back in 1964, Elvis paid $55,000 for the Potomac, a 165-foot yacht once owned by Franklin D. Roosevelt. In today's money, that yacht would have cost Elvis about $464,000. But always a charitable celebrity, Elvis donated the boat to St. Jude's Children's Hospital shortly after buying it. The cars might be a bit excessive, but they are nowhere near Elvis's strangest purchases. Elvis regularly spent money on the Memphis Mafia, a nickname for his family and some very close friends.
I'm about to say,
wherever they went, and Elvis would do things like rent out the entire amusement park Libertyland so that he could ride his favorite roller coaster. He also liked to invent games to play. One called Whip involved $15,000 worth of firecrackers. He would also rent out entire hotels, and his suites in each city were modeled to look like the inside of Graceland, so he wouldn't feel homesick. Elvis also loved animals.
That man running out. He said, "Make this look like my house, man." Renovated to make it look like your house. Like you wake up in your house, your apartment, like you got it, your furniture, all your paintings. You go to a hotel, like, hey, make that motherfucker look like home, bro. That's player, man. Elvis, hey.
Had a large barn built on his property. He owned horses and chickens, but his most unusual was Scatter, his chimpanzee. The chimp even had his own wardrobe full of suits and ties. We're not sure how much Elvis paid back then for his favorite pet, but today's chimpanzees sell for $60,000 or more. So how did the star make his fortune and reach such heights of fame? Well, the person who discovered Elvis is this man, Sam Phillips, the head of Sun Records. His debut album climbed to #1 on the Billboard charts, becoming the first rock and roll album to hold that position, and it stayed there for 10 weeks. Elvis would make major bank from being on stage. He was paid $50,000 each time he appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show, and commanded as much as $1 million per performance. Over the course,
my nigga demanded it. $1 million a show. That's crazy. That tell you how cold Elvis was, man. $1 million to perform. $1 million, bro. No wonder he was buying shit. I'll book a show every day. 1 million? Shit. That's crazy, man. But that's Elvis. When you get to that level, you can talk that. Okay.
Of his career, he sold 600 million units worldwide, but near the end of his life, things got more complicated. His divorce from Priscilla was costly. The settlement included $725,000 outright, plus spousal support, child support, 5% of Elvis's public.
Child support, spousal support.
Companies and 50% of the money from the sale of their Beverly Hills home. But it was Priscilla who stepped in to honor Elvis's legacy and grow his fortune. She launched Elvis Presley Enterprises and increased the value of Presley's estate from $1 million to over $100 million, eventually handing the company over to their daughter, Lisa Marie. Elvis Presley was the second richest late artist in the world in 2019, and the fifth richest in 2020. We got one.
Hold on, we gotta take about. He was the second richest. God, that's crazy. And I forgot what they said about this year.
Marie. Elvis Presley was the second richest late artist in the world in 2019, and the fifth richest in 2020. We got
the fifth richest in 2020.
One last fact for you about Elvis. He would reportedly spend $500 each week on groceries. And he loved junk food. His favorite thing to eat was called a fool's gold sandwich, which was an entire loaf of bread hollowed out and filled with peanut butter, bacon, and bananas.
Bacon, bananas. Man, I don't know. Don't knock it till you try. Y'all go try it. But hey, like, comment, subscribe, tune in. My boy Elvis was out here getting it. $1 million or so. $1 million or so. I had down there 300 calls too. Shit. But like, comment, subscribe. Rest in peace to the late great Elvis. Want to be a part of that music connoisseur group? That $29.99 membership. And you want it for free? Then click the subscribe button. That's all. It's free when you click that button.